welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. I hope you do decide to subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you will get updated on my content. I will be uploading Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. so watch out for those videos. I will have new content coming for you here, so keep an eye out. Otherwise though guys, today we're just going to get started with this video. We're going to go over some first impressions, some products that I recently picked up got some from Sephora, some from the brands directly, but we're going to just go ahead and get started with some first impressions. So as far as the first impressions, there is a variety. I do have some drugstore, actually some new things from Dollar General that I had been waiting for. I had been talked about several months ago by Allie Glines, but they were never available when I was, going to check them out. So those are finally available. So I have those in here, as well as I do have some higher end products, some again from Sephora, some directly from the company itself. So let's go ahead and get into it. Some eye products that I did get directly from McGRATH were the Eyedols, which are their little single eyeshadows. So I did pick up a few shades of those. I have Gold Standard, Rose Venus, and Celestial. So I was curious because I do have some of the larger palettes, but I wanted something that I was more inclined to use on a daily basis. So I figured these were shades that I would definitely wear more often than not, which actually I think I'll just do these on my finger. I think that'll just be easier than trying to put my arm in focus. So I do have a couple of different textures here. I think one of them, I have a metallic or two metallics, and one of them might be, yeah. So there's the color, there's the colors there. If you can see, ooh, those are pretty. So this first one here is the Rose Venus, then this one is the Celestial, and then this one is Gold Standard. But those are really pretty. Oof. And I know it sounds really strange, but having them like this, I won't feel as bad using them. It's something about the palettes, and they're so pretty, and I don't want to mess them up, and I know it's so sad. It's such a waste of money if I don't use them, but I'm so much more inclined to use these little individual eyeshadows than I am the big palette. Because again, I won't care if they get messed up or, if they go away. So I know, doesn't make sense, but that's my logic. So, and I'm just gonna go with it because that's what I do. So, some other products that I just recently picked up, and these were actually recommended by Mandy Lea. I know she talks about her infamous Wet n Wild eyeliners constantly, so I was like, hey, for $1, you got me. So I did pick up a few of those, and I got these actually directly from Wet n Wild, from their website. They were actually hard to find in some other places. I guess, yeah, I don't know, just because they've been around so long, but I did pick up actually a few different shades, and the shades I picked up, one of them is just a black, and it is called, I want to say it's called Black Cat or Black, oh, baby, I was way off. It's called Baby's Got Black. Oh, that's cute. So that's that one there. You can see it there. All right. Right above that one, I'm going to put the next one I got is called Pretty in Mink. And this is a really pretty shade too. And these I know are going to look very similar once, but the bottom one of course is the black one, and then the other one is the Pretty in Mink. And then the last one, the infamous one that she is always talking about is Simma Brown now. Oh, that's cute. But that is the last one here. Yep. So I do like brown liners a little bit better than black. Again, it depends on what kind of look I'm going for, but I'm more likely to use a brown liner than I am a black liner. So, but again, with these, even the black is not like that jet black, blackest of black. So I can make that work. So those are some of the items that I picked up as well, and I only wore the black one for the first time. And again, it's a black eye pencil. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about it, but it works, does the job, and for $1, I'm all for it. So thank you, Mandy Lea. I appreciate the suggestion, the recommendation, and I will definitely keep trying those out and let you know what I think. All right, so some other items that I have recently purchased that I'm just trying out, see what I think. I did get the NYX Cosmetics. It is the liquid blush, and this is in Rose Milk, which I know I've heard many content creators talk about. And so I was really curious, and again, it finally came in stock. It had been out of stock for a little while, and I just got a notification, you know, a couple weeks ago that it was back in stock, and then they had the sale for 4th of July, so I was like, why not, you know? So I did go ahead and purchase that. This is what the bottle looks like. It's really, really pretty. Again, I don't have very many liquid blushes, not even cream either, just because I don't tend to wear those very often, but I'm hoping with having a couple of new products that I'll actually be willing, you know, trying that out. But it's actually pretty light here, so I'm gonna try to put a little bit more on to show you, but it's really pretty. It's definitely, I can tell, like a lighter formula, so I think either you're gonna have to build it, or if you just like that light kind of glowy, I can tell it's definitely a very light. You can see it there a little bit, yeah. But yeah, it seems to blend very nicely. Again, haven't really tried it out, first impression, so first impression is it definitely seems to blend out very nicely. Nice creamy, very lightweight formula. It doesn't feel sticky. So far, seems really, really nice. So I'm definitely eager to try that out. Let you guys know what I think of that, but so far, so good. So we'll see. I also have two products from the Dollar General store, which I was pleasantly surprised. One of which I've heard Allie Glines talk about consistently. I mean, I've heard her, I think she first talked about it maybe over the winter time, sometime around there, that she had mentioned it, and I had been eager to try it out, but unfortunately my Dollar General for quite a while didn't even have any of their products stocked, which is Believe Beauty. And so each time I went to try it out, they were never stocked, they were never there. So more recently, I finally saw like an end cap where they finally had some of their products to try. So I went ahead and I picked up their foundation, which is what Allie Glines had talked about so frequently. I did get two shades. Again, I just wasn't sure what would match me better, and again now, especially with quarantine, and I mean Dollar General of course wouldn't have the normal swatching abilities anyways that a place like Ulta or Sephora would, so you know. But it worked out. I think it actually balanced out. The one I got I think might have been a little too light, and the other one might have been a little too dark. So again, they were $5, so I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll get two of them, no big deal really. So one of them here is Nude, which is the lighter shade here, and I'm gonna just show you here. So there you can kind of see them together. But the upper shade, that's actually Buff, which is the darker shade, and then Nude is the lighter shade. So I've got Buff here, and then I've got Nude here. But I have to say, for Dollar General drugstore, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm actually wearing that one today, and I think this is the second time I've worn it. So again, I don't have, you know, full thoughts on it yet, but so far so good. It definitely has good coverage. I would definitely say it's a medium to buildable full coverage. Covered up, I definitely have some acne here on my chin that I deal with regularly because of hormones, but it covered that up really well. It has a nice finish to it. It's kind of a satin natural finish. It's definitely not too dewy. It's not a complete matte, but it definitely has nice coverage, and it seems to wear well. Now I haven't worn it more than just a few hours, again because, you know, I'm not able to really wear makeup at work. That's usually when I do my full test, because I know 12 hours, you know, is definitely a good test. So, but since I haven't been able to do that, I've just been wearing it really to film and around the house. So, but the couple of times I have worn it so far, I do really like it. Definitely pleasantly surprised. The other item I picked up from Dollar General is actually a trio that they had. Again, I just wanted to try another product just to see what I felt overall. And this is the one I was kind of drawn to the most because at least I could try a few products out. Again, I don't mind a palette if it has, like, say, a blush, highlighter, bronzer together in, you know, the correct skin tone that I need. That way I'll definitely get use out of it. But again, it's just when it has multiple pans of the same type of palette but in different undertones, it's when, you know, it's not necessarily worth me purchasing. So, but this is it. And this one I got, I believe, is in, yeah, it says light to medium. So, but again, it has your bronzer, blush, and highlight. So far, I wore it once, again, first impressions, so can't tell you a full test wear of it. But I mean, for the money, not bad at all. And actually the highlight's pretty nice, I have to say. There it is. So bronzer, blush, highlight. Not that that wasn't obvious, but again, I think it has in that highlight actually really nice. Now I will say that the blush and the bronzer are definitely a little bit powdery, and it did seem to kind of wash away after a few hours. But again, for the price, and again, if you're just, you know, getting ready for and just need a quick makeup look for a few hours, I think you could definitely make it work. But out of the two, I'm definitely more impressed with the foundation, of course, than I am with that palette. But overall, not bad. Since we're talking about highlighters, I also wanted to mention one that I picked up, a newer product. This is by Danessa Myricks, and this is the highlighter palette. Now, I'm usually not into palettes per se, maybe if they have 2 to 4 shades, just because I find anything bigger than that, you know, I'm only going to be able to maybe use half of the product, so it doesn't really seem worth it. But I was really eager to try this out because it just seemed like such a beautiful product, and again, I wanted to support her and her makeup company, so I picked it up. So here it is. Definitely very pretty. Now again, this shade here is probably not one that I'm going to be able to get much use out of, other than, I mean, I might be able to use it as an eyeshadow, so who knows. But it's definitely pretty. So I'm just going to show you some swatches here and what I think of the product overall so far. I do like, though, that there's some variation. It's not just all the same tones, just different depth. There are definitely different tones, different you know, colors overall. So that did you know, pleasantly surprise me. Again, it's so hard to tell online with a lot of things really what you're getting. So again, I was very pleasantly surprised, and I'm going to go ahead and show you some swatches with those. Alright guys, so here are the swatches. This is swatches, sorry, I'm on a little, oops. These are the swatches for the Danessa Myricks palette, the highlight palette. Starting from this direction, from my left to right, we have Like Duh in this lighter shade here, if you can see that. We have that. We have Common Sense. There we go. And this pinkish one is Piece of Cake. And these names are cute. We have Easy Breezy. Oh yeah, Easy Breezy, like that. We have No Prob, which would be beautiful for like a medium dark skin tone. It's gorgeous. And then we have last is Smooth Sailing, which I'd love to go sailing. Sail away, take me. Okay, sorry, anyways. I won't sing to you guys, but yeah, you don't even want to know. My brain is like a jukebox. Ask any of my friends, co-workers, they laugh at me all the time because I always am singing and making anything into a song, so don't laugh, but that's how it is. Yes, they're beautiful palette, beautiful colors. Again, the darkest one I probably won't be able to get as much use out of, but again, I think it would also work as an eyeshadow too, so who knows. But they are definitely beautiful formula, very shiny, the kind of glow that I like, where it's not glittery, it's not really textured, because again, I don't want to emphasize any texture on my face. So I really like it so far, so I'm going to try it out hopefully over the next couple weeks and get back to you and let you know what I think overall. Another newer item to me that I just recently purchased is Natasha Denona. It's the Lip Euphoria lip glosses. I did pick up the shade Nude. Surprise, you know. But so far, liking it. It's a little bit lighter. It's definitely opaque. It's a little bit lighter than I expected. Let's see if it's pretty bright, yeah. But if you can see it there, it's definitely a pretty color. I do have to watch though the lighter tone, that it doesn't just wash me out. So usually if I wear it, I'll wear it with a lip liner. Like actually I'm wearing it today, but I wore a little bit darker lip liner, and then I have the Artist Couture lipstick that I've talked about so much. Boy Toy, love that one. And so I have that on, and then I have this over top. So I think that together works pretty well, but definitely need the darker underneath to, again, not make it wash me out. So, but so far I do like the formula. It's not sticky. It has a nice shine to it, but not overly, not too wet look, you know, glossy. But so far enjoying it. So we'll try that out and keep you guys updated on what I think here in the next few weeks as I try it out. So far so good. So another item I literally just picked up in the last few hours is the foundation from Colourpop. So the color I got is Light 50W. Now they didn't have all that many to choose from there. I mean, you know, they at least had enough to kind of give you an idea. But again, now that we can't swatch anything, we can't, you know, test anything out, makes it really difficult, especially something like a foundation. But I did the best I could, and this is what it looks like. Probably a little bit light, but the good thing is, I mean, I have plenty of other foundations in different tones, you know, different depths, so I can definitely make it work one way or another. So, but we will see. So far, I mean, again, other than just swatching it, that's about all I've done, but it does seem to have a decent amount of coverage. So again, I'll test the wear time, test the coverage, and get back with you, let you know what my thoughts are on that one. So we'll see. The other product I forgot to mention from NYX Cosmetics is the brow cream. I saw a couple people mention this and how much they liked it, so I figured I don't have very many brow gels, those kind of things, so I figured I'd try it out. I did get the one in taupe, and it does have a very, very tiny spoolie. So cute. But it does make it easier to apply, so I am very pleased with that. Now again, actually wearing it now, but I don't really have, you know, any thoughts on it so far, because again, I did just try it out for the first time, so I will keep testing that out, let you know about that one as well. So we'll see, but so far so good. So the last topic I have to talk about, which of course is my favorite, is eyeshadow palettes. So a couple things I picked up. Again, I'm not really into like larger pan eyeshadow palettes, just because again, you're never going to go through an entire palette. But I couldn't help myself with this one, and it was more so just because I wanted to see if I could dupe it and just to see what the formula was, because I'm not really familiar with the formula. And this is the NYX. It is, I think, a 35 pan
editing
palette.
poorly here. It's actually 40 pan palette. Sorry.
But I mean, the color story, I don't know, it was something about it, just the mix of some of the greens and the, you know, neutral colors, a couple of pops of color, but there were certain just undertones in here that I was like, oh, that's so pretty. So yeah, so we'll see. But it is the Utopia, is the Ultimate Utopia palette. I'll see, I don't know if you can see there, but yeah. So I did get this on a whim. We'll see. Unfortunately, I did get it directly from NYX's website, and it was actually really, it took a long time to get here. I want to say I ordered it like mid-June. I didn't even get it until after 4th of July. So that's one thing I definitely was not impressed with NYX and their shipping compared to other companies. But again, I mean, you know, did I need to be in that much of a hurry? No, not really. So I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm going to go ahead and show you some swatches. So next I'm going to swatch a couple of the NYX shadows. Now these don't have names, so I'm just going to do the best I can here. Now these are not Sydney Grace, just let you know. But honestly, for the palette itself, not bad. Actually not bad at all. I'm just going to highlight some of these ones, like the colors that I would more so wear. But again, there are some of the colors. And they're not bad. Now now I have to say, I am impressed. Some of the mattes, they're actually pretty creamy. But again, it's some of these colors, like I don't know what it is, but some of these colors just caught my eye online. Like again, I don't know if I'll ever wear it, but that is such a pretty blue. Look at that, it's so pretty. But yeah, so that is the NYX palette. Again, there's like 35 shades in here, so I'm not gonna, might even be more than that. So I'm not gonna swatch all of them because that would just take forever, but just wanted to highlight some of the ones that caught my eye. And then of course my favorite is Sydney Grace. Oh. Okay, anyway, sorry. But I love Sydney Grace. I don't even know if you can see that there, sorry. The natural light's making it really hard. But anyways, that is just a empty pan palette that I filled up, and actually it's one of the ones that she had in there that was like a 9 shadow, like one of the bundles. I don't know if it had a specific name, but it was just like greener undertone shadows, but it's gorgeous. So I just bought one of the empty palettes from her stock there, and then I bought that, but it's gorgeous. And this one shade, I don't know if you can see it here, but this one shade here, holy tamale, oh my gosh, that shade. Unfortunately mine did come, because it's such a soft shadow, soft formula, that mine did come like with a little bit out. I wouldn't even say it was broken, because I mean, again, it's just so fragile that it would be hard not to. But that is the shade, oh my gosh. I'm like, salivating over here like you don't even know. But it's gorgeous, so I cannot wait to wear this. So I'm gonna try this palette out over the next, hopefully, week or so, and definitely let you know. I'm sure I won't be disappointed. It's Sydney Grace, so. But I'll be able to tell you at least what I think of like the color story, if I think, you know, that is wearable for like my skin tone, my undertones, so we'll see. But the other one I got from her, which I'm actually wearing today, and I think it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I forgot how like intense and metallic and like, you know, textured her metallic shades are, that I accidentally put some on. I was like, holy moly. I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta tone that down a little. So got a little crazy, a little, you know, a little insanity at first, but I think I did tone it down at least a little bit. And but oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. So this is the outside packaging. It's called Summer Days. I did get a bunch, I'm talking a bunch of her single shadows. The Christmas in July event just ended. So I'm actually still waiting on a couple of the products to come, but so far, I mean, I'm in love. What can you say? It's Sydney Grace. I highly recommend. If you don't try anything else of anything that I've mentioned and you haven't tried her before, you have to try Sydney Grace. I'm telling you, have to try Sydney Grace. Okay, anyways. But this is the palette. This is what I'm wearing. And it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I don't know, something about these tones in here, these browns have like this little bit of like a pinkish, I can't explain it, a pinkish undertone maybe is what I'm trying to say. But oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I'm just gonna swatch, sorry, I've still got the other one on there too, but swatch a couple of those colors. Oh my gosh, I mean, just look at that. They're gorgeous, gorgeous. Can I say it again? Gorgeous. And the shades that I'm swatching here are S'mores and Camping. So this is, let me see, make sure I'm showing you right. This is S'mores, and then this is Camping. Oh, they're gorgeous. And I tell you the color of the other one, but they don't have the colors because again, it's on the bottom of the shadow since they're just individual shadows. But oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. And I also got, like I said, some more of her single shadows. And I also got the other palette that was there during the sale, but I'm still waiting on it to come. I don't remember the name of it, but I will either put it up in, you know, up in the tags here, you know, in the comments or whatever, and let you know. But it's gorgeous. Now again, this is a little bit more new, you know, of a neutral palette. That one's a little bit more colorful, has some purples, some pops of color, but it's gorgeous. I'm sure it's gonna be gorgeous. So I can't wait to see it. But I'll keep you posted, and I'm actually going to do a whole separate video on Sydney Grace, do some swatches, have a swatch party. Anyways, but yeah, so we'll get to that here soon, but I'm waiting for the rest of the shipments to come in, so I went a little crazy. Can I say crazy? Yeah, I went a little crazy, so sorry, but you know, I love Sydney Grace, and I'm all for supporting brands that I love, so keep it coming, Sydney Grace. I'm for you, girl. I gotcha. So anyways, that is what I have for you today. So those are all of my first impressions. I do have some other makeup that I've purchased, but these were the things that stood out to me a little bit more. So at least wanted to highlight those items. And you know, we can always do another one. There's always first impressions, you know how it is. So, but yeah, that's all I have for you today. So this is a Sydney Grace palette I was talking about, the very first one, that was like a bundle, but it wasn't necessarily, I don't think it had a name per se, but it's just like a green bundle. But I mean, look at those. Look at those metallics, and that's just one swatch of the mattes. Like, look at this darker one right here. I mean, literally, that was one swipe. And I had to actually watch because I had so much left on my finger. I didn't want to mess up and get it on something, but just gorgeous. So if you're into greens, like a golden green too, or even like, I mean, that color there, oh, I don't know. It's gorgeous. So I highly, highly recommend. I'm very, very pleased with this palette. And this is the Summer Days palette. But look at those. Just gorgeous. I mean, those metallics are just, I mean, when you put those on the eye, I mean, you really have to, I would say definitely go in it with a light hand. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for checking me out. If you're new here, I really do hope that you subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'd love to see you come back, check me out again, see what I have coming for you. Again, Wednesday and Saturday will be my upload times, and it will be 9 a.m. on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I think I forgot to mention it earlier, but again, those are the times. Come check me out. Let me know if you have any suggestions, anything you'd love to see. I'd love to help you out, show you some new content or anything that you're interested in. And again, I just appreciate you being here. So I hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed day. Enjoy the sunshine. I know it's been, I've been very fortunate. It's been beautiful here over the last few days. Hot as heck, but beautiful. So otherwise though, guys, see you next time. Bye. Another newer item to me with my first impression. Definitely pleasantly surprised by it so far. The other product I forgot to mention from NYX Cosmetics